Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by, and right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good.
The Bucs at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Bears defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 of the league in stopping the run.
How about that stuff right there? Got into the backfield, spilled him for a loss. An excellent illustration of why they've been so good.
180!
Mayfield to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
To throw, Mayfield. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
20.
Mayfield now. Now inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one. Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Williams pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
180! Hey, alert 33! Up, Nelson! Watch out!
Throwing, Mayfield. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. And that is no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores. But he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up in empty possession.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Looking to throw is Williams. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Throwing is Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
180! What's up?
Another run for Brown on second down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Run. Up. 20. What's that?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's going to wind up and air it out. That is incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Up, set.
Mayfield going to switch things up here.
Start.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. You look at this Bears defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
180. Watch out.
Mayfield with it once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
16 yards.
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Pistol. 180. Watch out.
Here's Mayfield. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Up, 180. Start.
Now Mayfield. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
Set. 180. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. Now a stoppage, and oh boy, we've got Mayfield shaken up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Okay, ready? Ready? 79, Viking, 18.
An inside give, Brown. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Start.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start. As they get the completion there for good yardage.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Come on, come on.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. That's completed right side to Palmer. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
65 catch, 65 catch. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
To the air, Williams. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Ready, ready.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Ready, ready. Cougar 19. Go.
Brown will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more. We get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go, it's in the air. This is Gibson. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Bennett. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
At the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
Bennett.
7.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
Bears first down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7. Bennett now to throw. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Here we go.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down, Chicago.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red.
Bennett now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Black 40. Black, red. Ready?
Looking to throw here. Bennett. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Bennett looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
17. Bears 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. That's going to be caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before break. McCann. And his throw is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, it took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Bennett. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40.
The third down pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Dragon 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, right?
Operating from the gun, McCann. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Got it.
3rd and 12.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80. 79 Bronco. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. McCann. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Looking to throw. McCann. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Back to throw. McCann. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And Bennett will look to throw. A pass complete to Odunze.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Ready?
From the gun, it's Taylor. Now he gets free up the left sideline.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
149 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Down, set.
From the shotgun, here's Bennett. Now he's going to step up and run.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
Santos with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Buccaneers 17. Santos to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Big Lion. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Irving.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. McCann. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Here we go. 45. What?
Bennett now, throwing to start the drive. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Bennett working from the gun. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Bronco 80. Go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Luther Burden
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator. Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Okay,
The 2nd
ready?
and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
19 Lions. Here we go. Shot.
Looking to throw. McCann. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's good.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Right there, hurt. Get it. 70 Timberwolves. 18
Well, they'll change things up.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Steady.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
At the 17-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter.
Okay.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin first and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On the set. Set, hut. Set.
Back to throw. Banner. Throw right side taken in by Adunze. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got it.
The Bears on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3.
50, green. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Bennett. That is caught. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now. But that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Got it. Ready?
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. Ready?
Operating from the gun, McCann. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving, 51 yards. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Bears 28, Buccaneers 26.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Powering his way forward. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extend. extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
It's a gain of 7.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Let's go now. Hut.
Running left, Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Set. Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Black ultra. Ready, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle is going to find Burden. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
16 more yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
First down, Bears.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Ready. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Bennett. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Santos' kick is up and through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trap 60. Here we go. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Hyatt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Still on his feet. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And down to the 7-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Let's go.
A run up the middle with Irvin. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Back to throw. And he's got it. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Start. Cougar 19. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Set. Ready.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Down. 33. Yellow. Ready? Go. Ready.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Well, this ball game was close.